A body is launched up an inclined plane like this. Find the coefficient of friction if the time of ascent of the body is eta times less than the time of its descent. So let's assume it travels a distance L. So it ascends the distance L and then comes back. So again it comes down with the to the same distance L to get back at the same point. And the time taken by 1 and 2, the ratio is given as eta. We need to find the coefficient of friction. So one thing we know is that the block is sliding while going up and going down both. So the sliding friction, the kinetic friction, is going to be k mg cos alpha in magnitude, and the downward force because of the gravity is going to be constant, that is mg sine alpha. So Fk in magnitude is constant, but its direction is going to be different. So when the block is going up, Fk will be applied in the backwards directions, and when it's coming down, then Fk will be in upward direction. So that's what we have drawn here. So when it's going up, Fk is behind, and when it's coming down, Fk is upwards. So I have used the same term A here, but okay, let me use other terms. Okay, let's use A1 and A2 so there is no confusion. So we have broken this into two situations while going up and down. So we are going to write equation of motion for each of them, and we are going to eliminate L from that. So while going up, we don't know what is the initial velocity. So we are going to use our equation of motion. L is equal to Vt minus half A1 T1 square. So if you are not familiar with this equation of motion, let me quickly tell you the 5 equation of motions. So you are familiar with these 3. So we have 2 more. So you can see that in all 3 equations we have u, and in all 3 equations we have a also. So we are going to eliminate u once so that we can get the relation between other variables without u, and we are going to eliminate a so that we get the relation between the other variables without a. So for example, in this particular case, why we need that equation is we are not given in the u here, the velocity with which it is launched, that velocity u is not given. So we cannot use either of any of these equations because we need to find time. So that's why we will use our 4th equation of motion that we will get if we eliminate u from equation 1 and 2. So if you put the value of u as v minus at here, you will get s is equal to vt minus half at square. Now here we know that when it's launched up, its final velocity v is 0. So we have got a relation of L and time, which we wanted. And also the 5th equation you get is from 1 and 3. So if you put the value of a from here to here, so you will get this equation, that is s is equal to u plus v by 2 into t. So 4th and 5th are not as frequently used as 1, 2 and 3, but sometimes they make our job much easier, for example in this problem. So when thrown up, we are going to use L is equal to Vt minus half A1 into T1 square, and we have to take care of the signs. So final velocity V is 0, so this is 0, and L displacement is upwards, and we have assumed upward direction to be positive, but its acceleration is downwards. So A1 will be, if this direction is positive, then A1 will be minus g sine alpha minus mu g cos alpha. So if you put that here, this minus and minus will become plus, and it will be simply L is equal to half T1 square into g sine alpha plus mu g cos alpha. So I'm not doing that. I'm not writing that separately. You can just imagine how it will look like. Now when it's coming down, so here we are fine with u because u is 0. So we are going to use our second equation of motion. L is equal to ut plus half a2 t2 square. This time let's consider the downwards as positive. So L again we get as positive. So L is equal to ut plus half A2 into T2 square, and A2 will be Fg minus Fk by M, which is g sin alpha minus kg cos alpha, right? A2. So we'll put the value of A2 here, and then we divide 1 and 2. So we'll get rid of L, and we'll get a relation between T1 and T2. So what we'll get is T1 square by T2 square is equal to sin alpha minus k cos alpha by sin alpha plus k cos alpha, and it's given that eta is, so time of the ascent is eta times less. So time of ascent is T1. So T1 is eta times less than T2, or you can say T2 is eta times more than T1. So this is eta square. So from here we just you can do some componendo and dividendo, and you will get k is equal to eta square minus 1 by eta square plus 1 into tan alpha, which is our answer.